What if I told you that one of the greatest medical discoveries in history was made centuries ago, but the world forgot his name? A man who saw healing not just as science, but as a sacred responsibility. This is the story of Ibn al-Nafis, the physician who challenged ancient beliefs, redefined medicine, and left behind wisdom that still speaks to us today. For centuries, doctors believed blood moved through invisible holes in the heart, a mistake repeated for over 1,000 years. Then came Ibn al-Nafis. Studying the human body with precision, he made a shocking discovery. Blood does not flow through hidden pores. Instead, it moves from the heart to the lungs, where it takes in oxygen before returning to be pumped throughout the body. This, my friends, was the first correct description of pulmonary circulation, written 300 years before it was officially discovered in Europe. But Ibn al-Nafis wasn't just a scientist. He believed knowledge should serve humanity. And for him, healing wasn't just about curing disease. It was about understanding life itself. One day, a man was brought to Ibn al-Nafis, a poor traveler, barely breathing, abandoned by other doctors. His lungs were failing. His body was weak. "Is there hope for me?" the man whispered. Ibn al-Nafis knelt beside him. "As long as you breathe, there is hope." Instead of turning him away, he used herbal medicine, warm compresses, and guided breathing techniques, methods unheard of at the time. More than that, he gave the man something no other doctor had: belief. Weeks later, the man stood on his feet again, forever grateful. This was Ibn al-Nafis's philosophy. Science and compassion must go hand in hand, because healing is not just about treating illness, but restoring the will to live. Not all who came to Ibn al-Nafis were in need. Some wanted power. A wealthy nobleman once approached him, offering a fortune in gold. "Make me a potion to extend my life unnaturally," he demanded. Ibn al-Nafis shook his head. "Life is not for sale." The nobleman insisted, raising the price. But Ibn al-Nafis refused. True healing is in balance, not in defying nature for selfish gain. This moment was more than just a rejection of wealth. It was a stand for ethics in medicine. A lesson that even today's world needs to hear. In his last years, Ibn al-Nafis dedicated himself to teaching and writing, ensuring his knowledge would live on. His book, Al-Shamil fi al-Tib, became one of the most detailed medical encyclopedias of its time. Even as illness took hold of him, he never stopped. A student once asked, "Master, why do you work so hard?" With a faint smile, Ibn al-Nafis replied, "Knowledge is a trust. Use it wisely. Serve others." His final lesson: true success is not in wealth, but in the lives we touch and the wisdom we leave behind. His discovery was forgotten for centuries, but his philosophy of healing remains. He believed medicine was not just about knowledge, but ethics, compassion, and responsibility. So here's the real question. Do we still follow these principles today? Do we see healing as just science or as a duty to serve others? If this story moved you, share it with someone who needs a reminder of the power of compassion and healing. What do you think? Does modern medicine still follow Ibn al-Nafis's wisdom? Let's discuss in the comments. And if you want more stories of ancient wisdom, support Sage Chronicles by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Live better, think deeper, build resilience, and be the first to see it first.